That new rate will be $10.10 an hour, but according to one economics professor, that might not impact workers and businesses like you think that it would. Economics professor at the University of Michigan Flint, Chris Douglas, says businesses have started to pay their workers more money in the last few years, especially now, he says, with a shortage of workers. He expects there to be little to no impact because minimum wage in Michigan is not going up by that much. The way the legislature worked the amendment in 2018, it has set a gradual rate hike over the span of a couple of years. Douglas says if it was this large increase all at once, then maybe there would be some impact.
There probably are some workers across the state who are making the minimum wage, but given the current state of the labor market, you're seeing fast food restaurants and other service sector jobs that might otherwise pay the minimum wage in a normal economy paying something much more. So if businesses are already paying $15, $16 per hour, raise the minimum wage from just under $10 per hour to just over $10 per hour is not going to have any effect.
Blueline Donuts in Flint is not only a donut shop, it's also a place of hope and support for those trying to get back on their feet. For those like Janelle Bundle, whose journey started at Carriage Town Ministries, she tells me she's forever grateful.
You know, being loved and being loving, you know, it's just one of my favorite parts about working here.
When you walk into Blueline Donuts, you are probably going in to buy a donut. But for those like Janelle Bundle who works here, she says this place is so much more than a donut shop.
This location is one of the most loving and supportive environments I've ever been in my entire life. And so having that space to be a ray of sunshine and have people shine their light on me as well has given me like the emotional space to just really heal my heart.
Bundle tells me she's been diagnosed with PTSD and a seizure disorder. But regardless of this, she says working here has been such a confidence booster.
I forgot that I was capable of making an impact in a positive way for both myself and other people. Like I had lost that confidence in the darkness of those domestic situations, in the darkness of that trauma.
Nick Gatlin is the Associate Executive Director of Carriage Town Ministries. Gatlin says Blueline Donuts wants to not only help those in need, but also help those coming from different backgrounds that may have prevented them from getting workforce experience in the past.
If they're coming with a felony on their record, if they're just coming from a background of no work in a few years, we're providing with that opportunity to get back into the workforce, teach them those soft skills.
Soft skills like communication, timeliness, and team awareness. Food service manager at Carriage Town Ministries, John Rigg, says it's more than just a job. It's about continuing to move forward in life instead of backwards.
It's actually a long-term goal of giving them an opportunity to get back out and be into the public once again.
Don't cave to the discouragement. Don't cave to the hopelessness. Don't cave to the despair. And if you have that hand reached out to you to help you come out of the darkness, hold on to that hand.
The Bavarian Inn Lodge broke ground on phase 7 of an $80 million expansion. People gathered at the Bavarian Inn Lodge to break ground. You see it right there on that expansion, which will now make the lodge the largest indoor water park and family entertainment center in the state, according to President Michael Zender. The project will be 140,000 square feet. Zender tells Mid-MichiganNow a large part of the idea for this project came from their customers.
A very large indoor water park with a wave pool, adult-only swim-up bar, many water slides, many other attractions. There'll be over 20 attractions and amenities in our indoor family fun center. Our guests have been asking us for many years, when are you going to add more slides? When are you going to add more pools? And so the Bavarian and Zender family decided it was time to add to our indoor water park experience and family entertainment center and bring more fun to all of our guests of all ages.
Hey, exciting times indeed. Zender also told us about where the initial idea for all this expansion came from.
My mother, Judy Zender Keller, had a vision in 1986 to build a Bavarian-themed resort on the Cass River across from the Bavarian Inn restaurant. And over the years, the resort kept growing. And we know she's smiling down from heaven and very excited for us with this upcoming project.